Wait. Yeah. Continue, please.
All right. So I asked him for what I need some guidance because I don't know what to do. And he said, just he gave me like a blessing. He said, just start to take pulses. And he didn't even tell me what to take, vata, pitta, kapha. He didn't tell me anything about this. So I just started to take the pulses based on some information that I had from some books and a different tradition like Chinese medicine. And slowly, um, over the 2019, I took maybe some hundreds of pulses, and I start to see different things slowly. It's at the beginning, I start to see that, for example, some are thick and some are thin. Some are you only feel very deep, and some are you only feel very shallow, and all kind of differences like this. So I start to ask questions to the people, and I notice that it repeats some patterns, and this is the way I learned at that time. And once it happens, some extraordinary things it start to happen at some point, because I just put the hand and feel that somebody had the sadness in the past or something like that. I don't know. Don't even know how it happens to feel that, but it just happened to feel. And another one was that I felt many details of her pulse, and I told her immediately, and he thought that I'm a kind of a sorcerer or something. And anyway, then it was Germany. I was going to Germany and India, invited by Dr. Naram. And again, I only observed pulses without too much information, with a very basic information. And it was a very good opportunity to take many pulses at that time, but it was only observation. It was not too much information. Now it came course of 2022, which is really heavy on information, and many things were just filling all kind of gaps of my in my information was filling up. All kind of why is this, why is that was filling up by this. But mostly the one of the most important is just taking pulses. That's the whole thing. And now we have the mentors, which are just keeping us. It's something that maybe I don't know if maybe the people in India are jealous on us because maybe they didn't have this before. I don't think, because I know the tradition, the ancient tradition are very sometimes very closed, and now they are open to us to give us everything. And it's a completely different opportunity than it was before. So, for example, Dr. Ronak at some point he would just tell me, look at this moment, just press that and try to feel. And immediately I pressed something and I felt that, oh yeah, indeed, the kapha is going very high or something like that. So it happens just by taking the Zoom sessions to have this kind of information that let's say it's so precious. So you don't even need to be beside him. You just need to have a connection somehow with the person, and he will be able to tell many things. So I would like to say many, but anyway, this is the most important, that we have the blessing of the lineage, we have the theoretical material, we have the mentors. What else we need? We just need the patient or the practice, the person in front of us, which is probably the best professor we have, the person that we practice on. So this is what I wanted to say, and thank you very much for everything.
Very good. Thank you, Radu. So there is the difference of time compared to the previous and now. Like now, have an opportunity, possibility of having many different ways to support. Support explanation means guided, mentors available, call, Zoom, online, many different possibility, facilities, technology, all available. Utilize this opportunity. Use this every single opportunity to develop your skill. And for that, you need is only practice, practice, practice. Make a rule that every week, 5 forms to fill up and to send that mentor. Everyone should send 5 forms of pulse reading practice to send the mentor for that with your practice. Good, thank you. Yes, Pilar.
Hello, everybody. I just want to say thank you for this beautiful lesson and practical lessons. And I want to share and confirm that practice is the most important thing and the best way to learn. I had the opportunity to, in my little village, we have a fair, alternative fair in the center of the square center. And then I had the idea to volunteer and take the pulse from the people that wanted. And I had a lot of people in the morning, in the afternoon, a queue. Was amazing, the response of the people, you know, amazing. Everybody wanted to, obviously it was for free, but everybody wanted to take the pulse read. And at the beginning, I was overwhelmed because I thought, my goodness, what can I do? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to read or not to read things and to tell them things, no? Because people want to listen what you see. And but I have to say that as much as I focus, I think that is the very important thing for me that I learned, that as much as I focus in the indications that Dr. Smita said to us today, and you put all your attention in there, the magic thing happened. Because, okay, at the beginning, I think the most important thing is that the people trust on you or not, because some people are coming with the, let's see what you're gonna, but you have to feel, to make them feel that comfortable with you. And as soon as they felt comfortable with me and they give me their hand, and I focused so much. And I have to say, there were music all around because it was a fair, was a fair, and scenery there, people talking, laughing, music all around. And it was so difficult, but for me, that was very, very good, because pushed me to be more focused, for not being distracted, because it was all noises around. And I realized that as much as I was focused on that, incredible, it was like connected with the heart of the person. I don't know if it is that is only sensations or there are any science through this, but I could, as much as I focus in the pulse and in the questions I wanted to see, the more I felt the heart of the person, and suddenly the information came to me. I don't know from where, but it was like a receiving that to my heart. And the people were so surprised that when I asked them, have you got a pain in there? Have you got that? Even a young person, a lady with 30 years old, and immediately, I don't know how, because I don't have the knowledge yet for that, but I realized very clear that she got a myoma. don't tell me why, but focusing, I received that she got myoma. Okay, I realized it was batch, a strong batch, no? And the pulse focusing. But the word of myoma came to my brain from her heart. And I said, sorry, have you got any myoma? And she said, open their eyes like that and said, oh my God, 20 days ago, I went to the gynecologist and she detected me a myoma 20 days ago, you know, and she was very, very surprised that through the post I could say that, no? And I think for my theory is that because in meditation is the same, when as much as can focus in my meditation, my attention only in one thing, and I can stop my thinking, and maybe my observation is only the breath or only the fresh air in my lip or whatever, very little thing. Attention on that, conscience expand more. And I realized that on pulse happened to me exactly the same. As much as I had to concentrate myself because all sick and everything around me was so difficult to pay attention to the pulse. And as much as I could do that and go in, wow, was like receiving the information, I don't know from where. I say from heart to heart, but I can say. But I really think it's a very, very good point to practice and practice and practice. And even in the worst scenario possible, like it was my case, the worst place, but helped me to learn a lot and to learn how to be more concentrated, more focused, and yes, trust that if we follow all the indications that you are teaching us and we concentrate on that, really the information comes. And I was so amazed. And I want to thank you to all your teachers and especially to Dr. Ronak, that always is there for me as answering all my infinite questions that I'm asking him, and that is helping me a lot. Thank you to all of you and Dr. Smita and all doctors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pilar. Thank you. Yes. Maybe Dr. Ronak, are you there? If you have something, some other mentors, Dr. Priyanka Shukla, Dr. Ashwini Borate. Hello, hello.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Pilar. Thank you. What she didn't share, and I would like to share one thing about Pilar is she also did make a presentation in Spanish that she did to a lot of people about Ayush Shakti and the lineage. And that helped her as well to get many people for pulse reading. So that's the innovative things, small things that can help. The idea is that we follow the practical things, right? It's like, I got myself a washing machine, a new washing machine for Christmas, and I've got a manual with the washing machine that I can read all day long and try to make use of the washing machine. And I don't know how to do it, you know. So you can read all the manuals, but sometimes you need to use it to be able to use it, right? The practical. Okay. And we as mentors, we would love to help you guys with all your questions, right? And everything that you need. Like we always say, it's the army of Dr. Naram. Right? So we would like to move forward together. right? There are some people who are moving ahead with confidence. Some people we feel they need support just a little bit. And for that, you know, we can all follow simple templates, like how Dr. Smita Madam shares her stories, how she has achieved all she could, right? Something similar, right? From my travels, from my students, from my path groups, what I have understood, something smaller things I would like to share, right? I have observed that some of them they make smaller study groups and they study together, right? There was I don't know if Renara is there. Oh, here you are. Yes, our beautiful Renara. Would you like to share about your study group, right? How it helped you? Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. No, first of all, I would like to say that I just noticed that how Nusrat is devoted person, and how she is curious, and how it is difficult also for her because she has the very classical background of pharmacist. So, and I also noticed that she explained very well. And so we just created this study group with her. And I just can say that it is much more easier to learn when we make that together. And that is for sure that when we repeat with each other and when we explain to each other, it's going better, you know, and better understanding. And I think she can explain also much better than me because she's great organizer. Me, I'm still more artist, more musician, which bringing the lineage in the music, and especially my goal, it is the healing music and healing sessions, and the understanding the not understanding, actually feeling, and the perception of the lineage, and this sensitivity and sensibility needed during the pulse consultation helped me a lot. And thanks to Nusrat, who organized absolutely great clinic, pulse clinic in Geneva. I went there because for me it was great possibility to practice. And I had this possibility to listen and feel the pulse, the people who had already the diagnosis and the recommendation of Dr. Ronak. And I was afterwards with them and could check the pulse and to see the recommendation, which was, and I was happy that actually I could listen and feel the same what Dr. Ronak prescribed. And probably my most strong experience and feeling was with this 10 years boy who came in a wheelchair. And you know, I have the goosebumps now, that probably his parents from Sri Lanka, very, you know, simple workers people, they even didn't know what gluten is, you know, what it means gluten. But they followed religiously everything Dr. Ronak said them. And it was such a joy to see this 10 years boy with a genetic disease, which is impossible to treat by the classical medicine, by this actual medicine. This boy had the improving and the smiling. And I was really impressed by the pulse. I never felt something same, it is really, really special pulse, it's which I probably would never forget. So thank you for the experience, but I want to thank Nusrat, to whom I'm giving the word, because I could experience all of that because her devotion, talent, the talent of organize, and she is absolutely, I'm absolutely at 100% trust she will be one of the best practitioners. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this, Renara. So that's one more thing. That's one more weapon, right? How we can do this. There are other things like how Dr. Heyman today, I'm sure, shared about the 5 cases, right? If we can check 5 people every week and share it with the mentors, that can help as well. I would like to share one of the examples how the people in my group, the students in my group, how they send me the history, right? Just to inspire you guys. Maybe this is something that can help you, right? If we all do something like this, it helps the mentors to understand it a bit easier, right? So this is what, this is one of the examples. This is how they do it. Okay, this is the name of the client and the same sheet that you guys use today, right? This is how they write the history in detail, right? And then also the recommendations. Okay, and then we discuss over the phone or via email how we can do, what we can do, why we need this. Also, when I do Zoom consultations with Radu, with Pilar, with some of those people, they have the client by their sides, they check the pulse, and then we do it. Okay, so something like that, if you schedule a Zoom consultations for the clients with your mentors, maybe you can have the clients by your side, and then the mentors can help you check their pulse, and then you can discuss later how and why, and things like that. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much, guys.
Wonderful. Nice. Thank you, Dr. Ronak. That's good. Very helpful for all of us. Dr. Priyanka Shukla, maybe you have something. Dr. Priyanka
Can I say
Shukla.
something? Can I say a little thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that what is helping me a lot is after doing the presentation, Spanish presentation, the same as you did it for us in English. After that, we have created a series of conference, and the next one was doing about Vata, because the people wanted to know more about Ayurveda. Then we are structured, and we have already the Vata, about the Vata, and people come because they are interested, they are Vata, or people after the first conference, they understood what is Vata, and then when you say next time is going to be about Vata, they come because they've got family or whatever, and we are going to do the next one, Pitta, and then it helps you a lot because when you more learn is when you have to teach, and then when you have to go there and to talk about Vata, really keep for you forever where you have tell them, and then next is going to be Pitta, next is going to be Kapha, and maybe they want to learn more, and then force you to study more in profound, and then teach them, or not teach them, share them, but that way is the way that you keep the knowledge forever. And this, I think, is very easy to do and for everybody. Thank you.
Perfect. Very true. Very helpful. Yes. Dr. Priyanka Shukla.
Yes. So going ahead with the same points which Dr. Smita and Dr. Ronak were suggesting, that more number of pulse you see, the better your experience will be. But we have observed that there were few of the students who had visited clinics in Mumbai, and you have gone through hundreds of pulse, and they have an enriched experience as far as the pulse consultation is concerned. But there are some others who were not able to reach or not able to attend our clinics. But through the sessions which we conducted today, I think that must have given others also a clarity, as in how to go understand the deep pulse reading. So we would advise, or we would in fact recommend or tell you that if you can visit our center at Malad, you can see, experience a number of clients. You can virtually, like practically see them, and that will help your practice in due course. The perfect example for this is Helene. She was here in India for a month, and with in March she had come for the education session, but this again in October she was here for a month, and along with her panchkarma treatment, she was sitting with many of our doctors in the clinic as well, examining patients, learning pulse. And now when she's returned, she's like a, like a master pulse reader herself. She's able to, when she sits with the client and we do Zoom consultation, her readings are, she has brought 3 myoma or fibroid patients to me with an accurate pulse reading, right? So this was a very good, a learning curve for her, and it was a proud moment for us mentor as well, right? Helen, you want to share your?
Yes, I would love to share, because I would love to share what was very useful for me. And I want to say really humbly, like today, for example, I was checking her pulse, and she's one of the patients. She's becoming one of my friends. Actually, we have the same interest in life and everything. But I want to say something very humbly. Today, I took her pulse, and I couldn't feel anymore. But because today I'm in another settings, I'm sure I must have Vata here up, and what I realized is I have to be myself grounded, and when I'm doing this with client, with Dr. Priyanka, I go into in connection, and I go into something like I have more the impression today was like kind of for me to learn, so it's less important and I'm less focused. And before I had something, after I will have something. But when I'm doing with Dr. Priyanka, it's kind of, I feel in service, and it's kind of Helen disappear, and then I just go into, okay, what are the 3 steps I must do? Namaste. Can I take your pulse? And I wait until I really feel the connection like this. It's really, normally the people come and they are stressed because they just come to my place, and then when I do this, I can see a shift in the eyes of the client. And then until I feel really this connection, I feel, okay, now we're on the other term. There is energy to energy. It's like a straight connection. It's like there's an intimacy. And until I feel that, and I feel grounded, and I feel, okay, I'm just in service. And there's a part of me that still feel like I have no clue, what am I doing? I know I'm on the right spot. It's the moment when I kind of disappear. And then I just take the pulse. Say, can I take the pulse? And they say yes. So I take the pulse. And then it's really, really to make myself available, open, and yeah, to be really like the closest to, from my energy first and to her energy. And the thing that I really had the privilege in India and last year is I really realized was my first detox that I needed to detoxify my energy. My energy was haywire. I was a mess. Thank you, Dr. Priyanka, for putting up with me the first time I came to do the Panchakarma. And I really realized that I needed to have my dosha, myself, in check, that I needed to be balanced, to be able to even enjoy taking pulse. And that was something that was very useful for me to do so many detox and eating mung and being very, the point that Dr. Smita Naram and Dr. Hemang taught us, self-discipline is so important, because today I didn't have the self-discipline. I ate sugar and I can't take her pulse. It's really, I'm like not sure. So it's really something, if I would summarize, is the self-discipline that it taught us. It's really every day to have this self-discipline, to be in service, and those 3 steps of namaste, can I take your pulse? Thank you. That would be for me really something I would love to share, and just to do it. Honestly, just to do it, because I have, for example, one short story that happened to me is I felt that I needed to learn more about the pulse. So I need to go through the videos and look at it, and I didn't feel like it. And something small told me, go to this party, you take Vital, you go to this party. And I thought, okay, well, way more fun. I go to the party and something tell me, take her pulse, his pulse. He has a very unique pulse. And I'm like, and then someone who impresses me. That's really, from the whole room, that was the person I didn't want to not be able to take his pulse. But I thought, okay, I'm going to follow. There is a special pulse. So I go and say, namaste, I'm learning this ancient healing. Can I check your pulse? And he say, yeah. But when you take the pulse, you tell me what you feel. And I say, my intuition just told me that you have a very special pulse, but I don't know. I'm just learning. So I take his pulse, and I don't know. I blank out. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. So I don't say much. Just think that I say it's not right. So I feel really like, oh my God. But I repeat him. I said, something told me that you have a special pulse. Can you tell me? And then he look at me and he smile and say, yeah, I take mushrooms every morning. And then he explained me what the mushroom does with his energy. And then I take the pulse again, and I was like, oh, wow. And then I could feel, yeah, that's a very special energy. Something is very special. Something is different in his pulse. And it explains me about the mushroom, what's the plant, what this plant does. And I'm like, wow, I'm actually learning something. So I was like, yeah, I don't have always to know and to be right. I can also learn something, which is even more exciting. And on this day, I learned about this mushroom that I had no idea about. And that was really good. So just to say, we can't lose, like just try and just go out. And my intuition didn't want me to go over the books, wanted me to go to this party and experience a mushroom pulse. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you as an experience. It's always, every day is a new day. Every day it can get better, or you can have no clue on one day. So keep your dosha in balance. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen, for sharing such minute details and learning, inspiring us all for a ready to learn attitude. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice, nice sharing, Dr. Priyanka and Alan. Nice. Dr. Ashwini. Dr. Ashwin,
Yes. Hello,
I
everyone.
did that. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Dr. Hema. So friends, now you are having this powerful diagnostic tool of pulse reading. Until now in this course, during this course, this is very exciting learning journey for you, right from the concepts of Ayurveda, and now it's a clinical application of your knowledge. By this time, you or most of you have done a consultation with your mentor. But now in that consultation, mentor is taking the history and asking questions. So there is no pulse reading, direct pulse reading for few of the people. So now we are starting this onwards from this session, that whenever you are doing consultation with your mentor, we want you to do pulse reading either in front of mentor or before the consultation. You fill the form, write some case history on that form, whatever you are having with this with you right now, that pulse reading form, and send it to mentor, so that mentor will cross check about your pulse reading, that whatever you are done in that form is, mentor will ask question and come to know that this is the conclusion of or the diagnosis of that client. So henceforth, after that, if you can send the remedies as per your knowledge, that I want to give this home remedies or this type of herbs to this patient, you just give your suggestion and we can recheck, or we can discuss on that things. Yes, so that this will be a clinical application of from your side, so that you can do a good practice in future.
So what I just want to ask, clarify, you were talking about video consultation right
Video
now?
consultation, yeah.
Because that you didn't mention. There are two ways you can, three ways I believe. I want to just conclude now because we are getting too late. One is that you go out, like Pilar was talking about, Helen was talking about, a social event or social parties or cafe or anything, and just request them, I'm learning pulse reading, do you mind if I check your pulse? And then keep your form with you, and slowly when you keep using the form, it will be automatic. You don't need to look at it anymore. So keep it with you and then write down what's pulse and what symptom they have. So that's one way of doing, and have a goal, at least 5 clients, 5 pulse reading a week by yourself. The second, because if you come to India, then you go and you lose it because it's a huge gap. It's like swimming. You have to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. The second way is that you have some clients, friends, relatives who might be having health issues and need some help, and you can set up a video consultation where the mentor is by your side and you are checking the pulse. So for the video consultation now, we are changing the process in which we will have a mentor guiding you. So you will do the pulse reading. Either you can do it in advance and keep the form filled up so you are clear. And then you will explain to the mentor, this was Vata high, Pitta high, Vata going 1 level, Vata going 2 level, Bhej or heat, whatever you feel, just mention, and then the mentor will talk to the patient, client, discuss what is the problem and create a plan of action. This also will make you sharper as a practitioner on how you can create result, how you can learn it very, very deeply. So that's the second way. And the third way is that, Dr. Ronak also said that you send the form filled up. So that includes for both actually. And third, of course, coming to India and learning. That's the third one. But I think we have to do all three. Pulse reading is very fascinating, you know, and whoever today got some breakthrough for the first time, how excited you felt, right? How excited you felt. But it's also one tool which creates instant faith in the client. He feels, oh, she knows or he knows me. So that's for that reason, I think it is very fascinating. It is one of the most important tool and most important uniqueness of our lineage that I think we want to master. If not, then we are not really practicing the lineage. So let's start doing it now in this 1 year. Every week, all the mentors, you send them at least 5 forms or create a video consultation in which you will be there and mentor will be on the video. That's how you learn on the spot, right, Dr. Hema? That was my
Perfect. Nice. Do practice, practice, practice.
practice, practice, practice.
Use
practice,
this
practice.
opportunity that we have in this time. Earlier, like we understood that there was no guiding, no like outline how to check, what to check in the pulse, what to feel, but now we have fortunately available thanks to Dr. Smita ma'am. Thanks to her idea and thought, she has now like organized, structured all the different mentors allocated for all of us. We utilize them for our development, our knowledge. Before ending today's call, yes, we will take one question from Afsane. Only one today. And then rest of the questions we will take the next session because it's too late. Yeah, Afsane.
Did you name me, Dr. Hema?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for this amazing session. I am, of course, in my friend's house, so they've been listening to you as well. Thank you, Dr. Smita and everybody, and Dr. Mira for your time. I just have one question, which is burning question. My question is, in which finger would you feel problem with heart? Is it because Pitta would be here and then Kapha is at the top? So do you feel it between Pitta and Kapha?
Yes.
And what does it look like?
So heart problem are many types, but for example, if there is a problem with the arterial blockage, then the pulse will be having problem. You will have a pulse which is moving from Pitta, Vata to Pitta to Kapha and not going up to the Kapha finger actually. But also with that, there will be low circulation. So low circulation is the pulse where you feel missing beat after 4 or 3 pulse beat. You know, normally after 6, there is always a little pause, but here the pause is coming earlier than that. It's coming in 3rd or 4th pulse. And then there was somebody in the group today who had a volunteer with a lot of stent in the heart. And, and that you will feel like after Pitta to Kapha finger, when the pulse is going, it's kind of a spreading like a thread. It's separated and like a thread, you know, 2, 3, 4, depending on how many stents are there or blocks are there, there will be like a spreading like a thread, 2, 3 different, what you call, divergence or
does it look like this? Does it look like this?
Yeah. So from one pulse, suddenly there are 2 or 3,
yes,
what you call, like as if there are just 2 or 3 separated threads of the pulse suddenly broken into 2 or 3 instead of 1. And then again, it goes back to 1 and then regular 1. So that's a sign that there is blockage.
And if somebody's had a stent, this is what it will look like as well.
Yeah.
Great, because tomorrow I'm going to see somebody who has twice had a stent put in.
Yeah,
And,
so just check it. Yeah, it will be
I want to
felt,
check and
the
see.
pulse after 4 beats between the pulse is going from Vata to Pitta to Kapha finger, maybe not up to Kapha finger, early, but middle of that. And when it's going from Pitta towards Kapha, instead of one thread, suddenly it is separated into 2 or 3 threads of pulse. And then again, it becomes one. It's a very deep description, but I think if you observe, you will find this.
I will. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We love
So
your enthusiasm.
I want to give you one promise. If all of you at least will do, how many realistically can we do? We have to have some target, okay? So just write down in the chat box before we stop this session, how many realistically we can take per week? 5, 2, just write down in the chat, everybody, quickly. And that's what, write down the number 2, 5 per week, okay? Per week we are talking about now. So Kelly says 2, 5, 5 to 10, 2 to 5. Okay, so 2, 2 to 5, 5, 3 to 5. Amazing. So more people are actually talking about at least 3 to 5 per week. So let's keep a target. You know, my husband, dear Dr. Naram, always said that always visualize big. God will at some point send you. Don't be afraid to visualize big. So let's visualize at least what 3 or 5, how many commitment we do per week to check the pulse. 5, shall we take 5? If we do 3, it's fine. Nobody is going to fire you, but let's aim 5 per week. Dr. Aarti says it is difficult, but as we discussed, you can even do it in the supermarket and in the coffee shop and in the party. So just try. Just try. Yeah, and the grocery store. Okay, Anita is saying that good idea, grocery store. So just try, but keep a target of 5 per week. With the guided form, you will fill up and send it to your mentors. So if we do 5 per week, okay, on an average, then I will give you a reward of teaching a very special pulse, including the pulse where you can even find if somebody is captured by the ghost, by the spirit. Okay.
Yes, good.
I have seen this kind of pulse, and I have spoken. There is, just quickly to finish off, there was a lady from America doing a spiritual healing, and she came and I checked the pulse and I said, I'm feeling the spirits around you. And she says, yeah, I have 6 spirits in me who are guiding me in my healing work. And she says that I don't want to get rid of them if you do the detox. So I told her that some spirits don't like to live in the clean body. So I don't know. And after finishing the detox, I said, okay, it looks like 3 of them have left. And she says, yeah, 3 of them have left. And I'm happy about it because they were fighting among each other. Very interesting. I will share the whole story one day with you, but it is possible. It is possible to find that even through pulse. So this is a high level of pulse, but I will teach you very deeply the pulse reading. But currently I cannot teach unless you are having practical insight, practical experience. So Dr. Hemang, you tell me, everybody is ready, they've done it, and then I'll come back and take another session to move everybody at the next level. Okay?
Yes, we'll do that.
That's my promise.
And I'm sure you meant to, you will have to come very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, so be ready for that. We will complete the target and goal very fast. Yeah, and it's because of two things. There's not only one thing we need to learn this gospels, but also now we have received lots of guidance from you and line that the guide proper understanding from your this session. So we will have some possibility to follow.
Yes.
Thank you all everyone, and thank you to all the companions came to your place to give you this practice, this hand practice, pulse practice on behalf of us. Special thank you to
Yeah,
everyone.
everybody, and love you all, love you all, love you all.
Before ending the session, we want to say happy birthday to colleague, one of our colleague, Anya's. It's birthday. Happy birthday.
Anya!
We wish her happy
Hello.
birthday to
Happy birthday, Anya.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday.
you.
Happy
more.
birthday, Anya.
and many
Mwah, mwah.
more. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday.
Anya.
Yeah.
I'm
Happy
going to
birthday.
sing a very Hindi song. बार बार दिन ये आए,
Bye-bye.
बार बार
बार बार के लिए
हम
गाए
तुम जियो हजारों साल, ये है मेरी हमारी आरज़ू. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday,
you.
dear Anya. Happy birthday to you. So the meaning of my song was that you live thousands of years, and again this day should come in life because you are such a special soul. That was the meaning of this song.
Thank you so much. And thank you for this special gift today. Thank you so much.
thank you everyone once again, and yes, have good time. Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you all. See you in New
Love
Year.
you, love you, love you,
See
love
you
you.
all in New Year. Thank you. Bye bye.
Blessings
Have a
to
nice
everyone.
Thank
time.
you.
Love you.
Bye.
Dr.
Thank
Tom.
you. Love you
Thank
and
you,
with you.
Dr. Tom.
Love you and I'm with you.
Dr. Tom
Thank
Mitchell.
you. Love you
Thank
with
you all,
you.
mentor.
Good night.
You need
Thank you,
Rita.
Dr. Cornelia. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Love you.
Love you. Take
Thank
care.
you. Merry
Thank
Being
you.
with
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye, everyone. Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.